Hello, hello. Hey, Jennifer. How's everybody doing? Okay, let me get some music. Hello. Made it on time. I was almost a little late. Yes, I bet everyone missed me on Sunday. Hopefully you guys had a nice weekend, a nice full moon. Hello, hello. Yeah, my husband gave me this for Christmas. So it's Laszlo and Nettie. Pets. Hello, hello. Glad you're here. Thank you. It was okay. My father-in-law, I have a really hard time. I'm not a football person, so I need all my attention to be on the game, and my father-in-law is he talks so much. So it was very hard to focus. But it was a good birthday for my husband. We went out to eat, all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's been a pretty good week. It's been a little odd. I saw your order, Kelly. I saw that come in. I should pack it up tomorrow. Hello, Dana. My husband's birthday was really good. I had a lot of stuff going on this weekend. It was kind of one of those things where it was like Valentine's Day, the Super Bowl, friends. We had and then everything. It just was like 4 days of just craziness. Hello, Vermont friend. I assume that you're in Vermont too. The halftime show was good, and I was trying to enjoy it. A child of the, I'm in my 40s. That is my prime. That's what was going on when I was in high school. And my father-in-law, again, I don't get this music. I'm like, well, it's not for you. It's for me. So, shh. But anyways, too much talking. It was a great halftime show, though. I don't know. Have you guys seen those TikToks where they show video from people that were there? That looked like the worst. You couldn't hear the music. It just looked like people dancing to nothing. Hey, Brianna. Happy long weekend. I think it's a long weekend here in the United States, too. I liked it, yes. A Gemini, no. I think he's a Leo. At least Leo's sun. I don't know anything else going on that chart. Who knows? Maybe he's a Gemini Mercury or something. I think he's just lonely. And so when we come over, we get it all. He's a nice guy. Hello. So I got a little smoke. Start with that. Yes, you can get over that. What candle and stone would you recommend from your shop for your first order? I would definitely say, what are you trying to work on? Maybe choose a candle based off an intention that you have for yourself. Getting more clarity, trying to find balance, trying to call in abundance, something like that. But protection is always a good one. It's a good smelling one for anyone, even if you just want a candle, and everyone can use protection. I know this shirt is literally my favorite because it's like the Fleetwood Mac album, but it's Laszlo, and I love it. My husband got it for Christmas for me. I'm glad. I am trying to get caught up on orders this week. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a little bit of smoke. And our, definitely choose one, that you think is going to be a good scent for you. And so our intention for today is inner child healing. I've been putting the intentions on the Patreon Discord for people to vote on, and that one won by 1 point. So inner child healing today is our intention. I do ship to Canada, but it's kind of pricey. And I know that it does take forever. It can sit in customs for 2 or 3 weeks, so just keep that in mind. You may be able to get similar candles near you for much cheaper. Clarity is a little bit citrus. It's grapefruit and mint, so it's a very sharp kind of smell. Thank you, Dana. Well, I'm glad it was for you. It may not be worth it for anybody, everyone. Some people might have a budget on how much to pay on shipping. Inner child healing while coloring is perfect. Oh, so our intention today is inner child healing. So we're going to be dealing with moving some kind of guilt and trauma, that kind of stuff, releasing guilt, and finding your voice and expression, emotional support and reflection over what our inner child may need, and then just adding in some creativity and passion towards the end. Look at you, Brianna. That's pretty clever. I'll leave that there for a little bit. Okay. And hopefully everyone had a lovely full moon yesterday. Brianna is on it. I'm not sure about what you just said, the wake up the light body. I haven't had experience with that. Yeah, I meant to put up a video on Sunday. It was one of those weekends where it was just like, where did the time go? I meant to put up a video before I left on Sunday to just remind people that there wasn't a live, but I don't know, it was one of those weeks, like 4 days went by and like, no, I only go live usually Sundays and Thursdays, most Sundays and Thursdays. Snowbound? That sounds nice. Maybe, I don't know. It's raining here. Steven Universe and Adventure Time are the best for just everyone, not just inner children. Today is just Nag Champa again. Yes, it is going to be icy here tomorrow, I think. 53 and 8 inches of snow. That kind of sounds like what Vermont has been like lately. Steven Universe is like when I'm feeling sick or not well, I just lay in bed and watch Steven Universe. It's like my comfort show. Oh, awesome. I actually got these rings at like Target. Hold on, let me turn that down. They had like a collection of a bunch of different rings that were kind of plain, like that one. So you can get cheap rings. It is 100% my comfort show. It's so good. Steven's so wholesome. All right, so that's a little bit of smoke. I'm gonna put that down and then brush through for a little bit. And garnet is the best. Thank you. And just kind of brushing through. Oh, awesome. I will see you on Wednesday. That's good. Thank you. I wish I could be Steven's mom. Thank you. I've been really loving those new nail polish. That's been really nice. I hope you feel better. It doesn't play into the work, but I usually kind of choose the intention based off of my mood, and the color is usually based off of my mood. But with my hair, I've been just feeling like everything should be purple. Ooh, purple and gold, yeah. I just do my own nails. I'm too much of a goober to go get a manicure. Though I should. I absolutely should. They know what they're doing. Right now, this is the Hollow Taco nail polish, which has been really fun. I really like their nail polish. I love purple hair, yes. I probably will not get any ham or any rhodochrosite to put on my website. Hey, that's kind of weird. Is that questions can only be answered for 5 minutes. I know that wasn't the way it used to be. Okay. So I have this piece, and it's mostly lepidolite, but there is some pink tourmaline. So this one I'm kind of using as a chill way to release feelings of guilt and shame, but in a gentle, wrapped in lepidolite way. So it's lepidolite and pink tourmaline, and that's just kind of releasing worries and anxieties and guilt that we have around things that happened to us during our childhood, and just pulling those kind of out if we can. Thank you, Kelly. Though it's gonna apparently go away in 5 minutes. Yes, I like purples too. Yeah, I know, right? Well, they just need to give us a way to, like, I don't know, pin things to talk about. Because people are often coming in and out of lives, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that. But that way it just gives us a way to, like, kind of orientate them and pin it there. I don't know. Yeah, it should be a host option for sure. Well, that lines up perfectly. It was like cotton candy. That might have been kunzite. It's really joyful. It's got lithium in it. Lithium in it. Yes, it's what we do in the shadows. Oh no, Jennifer, so that little thing, that little question box at the bottom, that only lets me pin it for 5 minutes and then it disappears. No, lives they want you to be live all day long. TikTok very much wants us to be live at all times. You're very welcome. Yes, they called it unicorn stone, but they're the place that I bought it from. There's only a couple people that call it that, so it's got some quartz, pink tourmaline, and lepidolite in it. We'd love to be live at all times. Oh my goodness. I do not think I could do that. Inner boss, babe. Oh, the chuckle about, like, going live or staying live? I just meant that through TikTok, that's how they make most of our money. Their money is by skimming off the top of our live tips. So they very much promote you to go live as a creator, because they make quite a bit of money. Thank you. Yeah, they make money on the gifts and the lives and all of that stuff. So, but I don't know. The app is here and it makes me happy, so whatever. I'm not going to complain too much. But yes, they very much would like you live. I like it pink again too. I like trying new things. I'm very much am always gonna mess around. I've tried blue, and purple is actually probably where I'm headed. Purple and pink, some sort of combination. Isn't it like 60%? I'm not sure how much it is. I just don't look. I don't know. Have you heard yeah, so I have heard that, and what I think that it's getting misconstrued. So it's not that they're gonna ban that kind of spiritual content. It's like how they target you in ads is gonna be different. So the ad targeting for certain different, tarot, astrology, all of that stuff will be changing, but they're not like banning like tarot readers, so you don't have to worry about that. People kind of sensationalize that news pretty quickly. Yeah, so I will still, because people are asking, and I'm not in those, well, I guess I'm spirituality, so, but. Thank you. Are you receptive to energy colors? Not in the sense that I don't really see colors with my eyes open. I very much will have to close my eyes and during private sessions, I do close my eyes so that I can be as sensitive as possible to colors or just other imagery. In my experience, it's not so much colors that I see, but it's certain types of imagery. Like I'm gonna get water and trees or plants or, whatever, if that makes sense. Thank you. And it's raining here. It's really kind of calming and nice. I don't know if anybody can hear that. Balance is a great candle, yeah. Balance, meditation, protection. I think anybody can use it anytime. I don't know anybody in Texas. Do certain areas of the body bring more imagery? Yes. Always kind of third eye stuff. I feel like you kind of tap in. Somebody's honking their horn. You kind of tap into their thoughts, I think, a little bit. Or if they're thinking about a lot of different things, you can tap into that. How do you handle everyone's energy in a live? Well, in these live sessions, my intention is to send the energy out or send the kind of cleansing stuff out. I'm not trying to pull your energy into my space and work on it like I would in a private session. Am I real? This isn't a recording if that's what you're asking. It's not like the egg peeling lives or whatever where they just, peel an egg forever. This is some meditation music that I purchased so that I can use them in my sessions. Okay. You don't communicate, okay. So I'm going to use some Chrysocola, and I like this one for communication. Kind of support you in discovering that inner child voice. Sometimes a lot of the work that we need to do with our inner child is that we were quieted when we were children or growing up as teenagers. A lot of people told us, you're too much, you don't talk that way. Just certain ways that we expressed ourselves were negative, and so we kind of shut those things down. So I'm going to use Chrysocola. And this is just a raw piece, really inexpensive, so nice, though. And if you're having trouble with expressing yourself, try doing it just privately, in journals, through artwork, just to get that energy flowing so it's not stuck so much, so that when you do get a chance to express yourself in front of people, you have some practice with that energy and working with that. So the more that you can even do that in private or just for yourself, the better. Okay. They'll get them. I am confident in my moderators will get them. It's hard to tell because some people are just, talking, expressing themselves in a way you don't know that it's, something wrong always. So you want to give them a moment to say what they mean and hopefully get it out in a way that isn't rude. But I don't really care. I got into Reiki because I enjoyed it personally. It was really helpful for me and relaxing, especially anxiety. And then I learned how to do it just for myself. It can be really helpful and just kind of checking in with yourself, seeing where you're at, being more aware of your energy and your emotions, and trying to work with them. Can't say I'm always successful. Some days I still have bad days, so it's not a fix-all. Hey, Erin. Snowmageddon. I do stuff through my Patreon community, which is all linked in my bio. So if you're looking to learn about energy healing and things like that, you can check out my Patreon community. I was actually having struggles today. I was having one of those days where you just, everything that I needed to do was, had 8 other steps that I hadn't anticipated. So it was, 1 step forward, 4 backwards. And I didn't get anything done. And I was a little grumpy. But my husband snuggled me and smooched me, and that helped me. I also may have eaten ice cream. Leo full moon energy, yeah. Leo is my 12th house, so I always have a little bit of struggle with Leo energy. I do have a nice husband. He does a good job of caring. I need snuggles, yes. So my TV thing through Good Morning America, it got canceled because of that COVID surge we have. Maybe it'll come back because it seems to be under control, but I don't know. And I definitely am not going to tell anybody about it until it actually goes on layer. Chrysocola I love for communication and expression. So for this, we're trying to kind of communicate and express our inner children so that we can work through that stuff, so that we can be more aligned with who we were before trauma, before grief, before guilt. Guilt is a huge thing that kind of squashes our inner child. I'm not really good with my houses. I have to look at the chart. So you should definitely talk to an astrologer. Or you can Google Leo 3rd house and you can find out information. I don't know them all off the top of my head. I just know that it's starting with you and then going around, being kind of you, who you are, going to who you are. Not when you're dead, I don't know what to say. At the end of your cycle, kind of thing. Okay. So that's Chrysocola, and that's for kind of communicating who we are, finding our voice, finding expression. Sorry, I'm gonna get a drink. So that I can keep my voice going. questions can't be answered for 5 minutes. Okay, so then I have this piece. It's ruby in fuchsite. I think I'm supposed to say it that way. I always was saying it fuchsite, but I think it's supposed to be fuchsite. But little bits of ruby in there. So this one feeling like strong emotional support, where it has the ruby, which is kind of strengthening and courage and fire among that emotional, supportive kind of fuchsia. So bringing that in to kind of, it's the coolest Easter egg ever, it is. And yes, don't forget to hydrate, just like me. Fuchsite. See, Brianna. I need to get on a Zoom call with you, Brianna, and you can like coach me through how to say everything. Thank you, Kelly. I don't have any pink selenite. That sounds really pretty. Easter egg, then ham. I got one more before ham. I have a lot of pretty stones. Yeah, I had like the purple one and then this one. They're both very pretty. Thoughts are mostly focused on oneself. That makes sense. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, some Super 7. I love it. I really do. I swear it was. I thought it was a gimmicky stone, but I'm sorry. It's good. I'm using this one kind of for that emotional support, that to help us with our inner child healing. So dealing with giving us a little strength and courage to get through that stuff and kind of see what things are. No, I don't sell these. Actually, someone sent these to me. I think it was Natalie. Sent these to me for Christmas. They're little quartz pieces. I usually do a restock on a few scents once a week. And I am having trouble keeping up with much more than that at the moment. So I don't usually get, I haven't had it anyways for a while, had all my scents of candles in stock at once in months. I usually pour a few a week and then just keep going through them. I'm trying to convince one of my kids to start packing orders for me because I'm struggling. Oh, that's nice. The Easter egg, Sully the Easter egg. I believe that all my candles have like a thing where you can enter in your email and then you'll get an email when that one's restocked. And usually when I'm restocking, I'm doing like several at the same time. Like I only do that like once a week, like log in and update my inventory. So hopefully, stones are much more different. Candles, I'm constantly restocking. Stones are, I don't keep those in stock all that often. Oh yeah. I know some people can't do candles because of cats too. My mother-in-law puts it inside of like a little glass lantern when she's doing a candle, so that way it can't be tipped over. But you can still smell it. Packing orders is not the best. It's not my favorite anyways. Because you gotta be paying attention, or you'll mess stuff up, or send it in the wrong box, or you'll mislabel something. I am a big candle person, yeah. I haven't made wax melts, and I'm not sure why. Because I don't have a wax melter, maybe. What is your experience in shipping to Canada? It can be, because one candle is definitely going to be, your lowest shipping is going to be $15. It just is. And oftentimes it's more than that when I go to do it, but it's hard to tell. Awesome, I'm glad. But if you go and check out, it should be able to show you what the pricing will be. I do ship internationally, but you're really going to want to order like 10 candles before that even becomes sort of worth your money, and it's kind of ridiculous. It costs a lot of money because they're so heavy and they're glass, so it's just silly. I saw somebody was making wax melts and they looked like cool things and then they melted down. It looked like fried chicken or something. It was something funny like that. Yeah, I think I saw him on TikTok, so. Wax melts that with like crystal. That's actually kind of a good idea. It becomes really tricky though. You have to use certain wax. Like I use natural soy wax, which get a little, because they're like natural waxes, they don't always harden the way you want them to. Sometimes you need to add additives. Yeah, there's links in my bio for my shop. There's links in my bio for private sessions, all that stuff. Thank you. It is Thursday, which means it's almost the weekend again, and that's crazy to me because, like, this is the fastest week I've ever had. I don't even know. They're raw crystals. That's actually a really good idea because then they get that wax can get a little weird sometimes. It's Friday there. Is the art on the site created by me? Yeah. Yep, that's my art. Everything, the whole site is all me. So those are my photographs, those are my candles, those are my words, everything. Which means that things often get very out of date because I can't keep up. Well, hopefully we can put you to sleep in the Netherlands. Yes, Reiki energy works beyond time and space. We're all connected. You can kind of think of it as like a field or a matrix of energy in between each of us. Thank you so much. You are not ham late. I still got one more and then ham, so. Hey Lisa, I didn't see you. Do you ever work with the moon cycles? If so, how do you personally? Most often I'm starting kind of a new project. I'm starting to think about things on the new moon. Not necessarily totally like deciding exactly what it is, but maybe I want to work on protection or abundance. Like I think of an overall theme. And then over the next couple weeks I maybe start thinking about that, and do I want to do a spell or a sigil, or do I want to do something more? Do I just mean doing something practical? Sometimes it's just practical. It's like, going and eating, trying to eat better. And then as that moon gets bigger, I'm working on that kind of thing for that cycle. Usually on the full moon I'm going to do a tarot reading, kind of a journaling session. And then kind of as I go out of the full moon, then I don't really do anything. Like I could release stuff at that point, but I also just kind of give myself a break too and kind of think about what I want to do maybe next. And that's about. And I don't do that for every lunar cycle. Don't give yourself a full-time job trying to keep up with the moon. It goes very fast. But I try to get in there for a few of those. What's my favorite tarot deck? Pagan Otherworlds by Usi. I think it's Uusy. But Pagan Otherworlds deck is absolutely my favorite. I have received Reiki from other healers, yeah. I haven't done it in a while. There's a new Reiki healer in town here, and I want to go visit them and do an in-person session. I don't read tarot for other people because I'm far too much of an optimist, and it's not going to help you. I'm just going to be like, everything's fine, don't worry about it. So I got a little couple pieces of honey calcite, and my idea with this one is just kind of bringing in that creative, joyful kind of high energy that you have as a kid for things, like that passion that you have, rushing home from school to work on something like a fort or a robot or whatever. So kind of bringing in that high energy to the endeavor. And thank you, Kelly. I love all the calcites. They're all my favorite, but I finally got another piece of honey. I'd like a larger piece of honey calcite. Yeah, I'm not a good tarot reader for others. Though I've literally had tarot decks since I was a kid. I am not like a teenager, not a kid. Yes, and you're not too late. I don't have one favorite crystal. I have many that I like a lot. So it would be too hard. My pronouns are she, they. Hello, this is Reiki ASMR. So Reiki is energy healing, and ASMR is that tingling sensation. So trying to do those together. I'm using this honey calcite right now for kind of creativity and kind of bringing up that energy for that creativity. So not just inspiring, but hopefully giving you enough energy to follow through something. They're so little, it's a little hard to click them. Is there anything you say or do while doing this motion? In these live sessions, no, because I'm talking about questions and things like that. In a private session, when I'm working on someone, I'm usually saying the Reiki symbols in my head while I'm doing it, but I can't triple task during these sessions, so no, not usually doing that too much. I'm glad it helped. And that's kind of, I enjoyed reading a lot as a child, and I want that feeling back. So it's trying to connect with those things that we found pleasure and joy in. As adults, we start to monetize our time. We're worried about, like, is this a good use of my time? Am I, should I be working instead? Should I be resting? Should I be doing this? And whereas I think that inner child healing is just doing something for the joy of doing that thing. Not because it'll make you better at something, not because for your job or your family or any practical reason besides it just feels good to do it. I'm sorry for your loss. I missed whoever said that. Well, I'm purposely using my hand motions to hopefully trigger ASMR and kind of put you in your body, start having you pay attention to your body. I think they work really well hand in hand. Thank you. Physical healing, I personally really like bloodstone, hematite, golden healer. I'm glad you enjoy. Jasper, yes. I can see a lot of the jaspers being really good and grounding. Yes, there is golden healer. I think it's a kind of quartz with stuff in it. I think Brianna was talking about that a few weeks ago. An in-person session is usually going to be, with people and lay on a massage table and get Reiki done on your body, and each healer is going to do it a little bit different. And then private sessions can be done over Zoom or in person, either way. But an in-person session is usually going to be laying on a table or in a massage chair. Though I don't hear about many people doing that. I'm just realizing that I think my rhodochrosite is over there, actually. A hydrate reminder. Yes, you take a drink and I'm going to get my rhodochrosite. Okay. So now if you're in here, you are officially ham late. So rhodochrosite I really like to do use that towards the end of a session just to kind of heal out. I'm not in direct contact with every person, so I can't really tell how this has been hitting, so I feel like this really works to kind of smooth over anything that we may have done that wasn't so great, kind of make sure that we're leaving you in a good space. So I love rhodochrosite for its kind of self-love, courage to take on what you need to, kind of good heart healing. My favorite thing, Kelly, is that those get a little crazier every time. A ham community. During in-session Reiki, is there touching or just hands over you type healing? It depends on the healer. Some people like to put their hands directly on, and I believe that originally that's kind of what was, but a lot of people, I personally put my hands above so I can keep them moving. On occasion I'll put a hand, like especially on the top of the head, like here in the beginning. But you can usually talk to your healer. If you don't feel comfortable with their hands on you, you can ask for them not to. The Hard Rock Cafe. I'm sure there's some sort of copyright thing for me ever saying that anywhere, but it's so good. That's so good. Okay. That's really good. That's really good. The Soft Rock Cafe. Hard Rock Cafe. Those are all really good. Ham Rock Cafe. Yeah, those are good. I like how we just workshopped a bunch of Yes, and yes, Reiki massage is a thing, so some massage therapists combine it with Reiki. So Ham Rock Cafe might be it. I'm not sure yet, but those are all really good. Best marketing team ever. Yeah, no, I there's been so many good merch things, but I have just not had the time to figure out how to get merch printed or listed or whatever it is. I'm a Virgo rising, so like I can't just, and I used to be a graphic designer, so I can't just put it out like without it having a good look. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I look at merch and I'm like, oh man, that font is terrible, those colors are terrible, so. Ham Rock Cafe is good. Yeah, I used to do graphic design for the web for probably 5 or 6 years, and then I still do some UI, UX development here and there, very rarely, just kind of freelance. I really like being a graphic designer, but doing client work kills your soul. How do you get into UX? You just do it. Just do it. As long as you can back up your design and the reasons behind your design, I think that you're on your way. So I don't know. It's probably my favorite thing to do was UX design, and just trying to understand why things work and how people use interfaces is really interesting to me. Oh, it's been 5 minutes. Can't have that up there. Soul-killing insurance agent. Hey, if it pays the bills. Yeah, and there's all kinds of different courses for UI and UX. UX is user experience and user interface kind of stuff, and how you flow through a website, or how you use an app, and what the menus mean and why, and how they all go together, and how that makes a better user experience. So making sure that all your buttons are labeled clearly with a clear action verb, making sure they're color-coded in ways that mean yes and no, things like that. Here, Kelly, I'll put that up there too. That's kind of funny. Here we go. People won't know what that is, but let me, I'm going to finish up with some brushing, but I'll leave that up. I do have, Reiki 1 is on my Patreon, so that's why your website is so awesome. Thank you, but no, that actually is just Squarespace. It's pretty much just a Squarespace template, so. Even being a graphic designer, I just didn't want to have to deal with that. Squarespace is so much easier. Or Shopify, whatever. Any of those are so much easier. It definitely was a lot of fun, but I was not able to do that full time. So I still talk to a company, they do app development, and I worked on an app for, you end up working on some really weird apps. It was an app made for energy, what do you call it? The people from the electrical company that go out in the field and work on the linemen. It was an app for them to enter in the hazards. So you had to be very careful that everything was color-coded in a way that made sense for the safety hazards. Ham needs a nap. Thank you, I'm glad. Linemen, yes, it was an app for linemen, which was a kind of interesting thing. I didn't know that they had such safety protocols. Power lines, guys, you know, the ones that keep the power on and go out in storms and like save our asses. It's actually a really difficult job. I dyed my hair pink and purple. Ham and brie. So I like my brie with like apricot preserves or something. Yeah, it's a very dangerous job. I'm sorry, Dana. I'm hoping it helps. And I just put up a video too on YouTube to kind of release heavy energy, because it has been kind of a month. So just kind of releasing some of that stuff. And then for the Patreons, I've been trying to post a video all day, but I've been having a lot of trouble. So I will get it up tomorrow, I'm sure. Blackberry preserves, any kind of fruit, really. Brie and fruit is good, but blackberry preserves, that sounds delicious. Cranberry jam. My rings are purely decoration. I don't use them per fingers. It's like which ring will fit on which fat finger. This is what my rings mean. Ooh, spicy jam. I could see that. I could totally see that. Like a pepper jam. Brie is pretty good, but I don't really like brie alone. Like, I like it with something sweet or spicy or something. Candied jalapenos, yes. Oof. Some extra stuff going on there. That sounds delicious. What red scrolling message? When somebody gets a gift or something, it like puts it up here. I don't know. My next web project. Here. Yeah, we do talk about food a lot. We're a lot of hungry people, I guess. I'm usually live on Sundays and Thursdays, so I will be live again this Thursday. I mean Sunday. Today's Thursday. Oh my god, it's been a week. But there is a new video up on my YouTube. If you're a Patreon, there should be one up tonight or tomorrow. I'm trying to get that exported. It's been a pain in my butt. I've been having computer issues this week, so. But I will be live on Sunday. There should be some more TikTok videos coming, brand new video on my YouTube. There should be another YouTube video on Sunday, so all kinds of stuff. And if you have an order, I promise I'm getting it out. It should be out by the weekend. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Sunday. Thank you guys so much. And thank you to the mods for doing such a good job. You guys are amazing. Have a good night.